What goes on here?
Pulling some glow plugs out.
Finally working on the 1VD60 again.
Yes, it's been neglected for too long.
And too many other stuff on the front burner.
Oh yeah.
Intercooler's come back off. Pulling glow plugs out. Why is that, Jeff?
Just squirt a little bit of oil down each bore, just to help it have compression and see if it'll fire up.
Cool. So in a few hours we should know whether it's going to roar into life or not.
Yeah. Find if my wiring worked.
So we've blown years of dirt off, Jeff.
Yep. Not into the motor.
Pulled out the glow plugs, which don't look too bad.
It is a V8, even though it's only 3 there. One's under a fuel line, and I'm not taking fuel lines off.
Pull them off the other side. Squirt a bit of oil in there for lubrication. See how we go. Intercooler's back on. Intercooler piping's back on. Glow plug rails back on. Glow plugs are lubricated. Got our high-tech fuel system,
Nice, but show the people.
which it's not unleaded.
No, it's not mild petrol. Just so
We have 5 litres of diesel goodness. If we run out of that, we're out of luck. Brand new battery, what could go wrong? Is this the actual moment of truth, Jeff?
This is the actual moment of truth.
And you start it with the key. This motor is dusted. We are aware of that. It's just that out of the 2 motors we have, one being a healthy motor, one being the dusted motor, this one was more intact and easier just to use to start with, just to get the engine mounts right, get all the wiring correct, and just make sure that it's all going to work. Once it's all correct and everything's right, if we can get this motor to run, then we know all the electrical's correct, everything's right to go, then we can either rebuild this motor or swap out the sump and a few other little parts and get the fresh, healthy motor in. So on the first attempt, we weren't able to get the engine cranking over. Something wasn't registering. We have previously had the motor turning over just to confirm wiring, so as to why this wasn't working, we're not really sure. We just went and checked some connections, made sure everything was tight, and when we went back and hit the key for attempt number 2, everything was working, as you'll see here. Alright, we're back with attempt number 2. Thinking about it. We'll see if we've got fuel pressure. Yep, we've got pressure.
Entice it with a bit of starting fluid.
Oh, I think so. Righto, we've got fuel pressure. We're just going to give it a little bit of can love. So we've got it turning over, but we don't have it wanting to fire into life. So we decided to spray a little bit of something combustible down the intake, just to try and get it to start and fire off something a bit more combustible than diesel. We didn't have any start your bastard or anything like that, so we tried a few different things, a bit of carby cleaner to start with, and then we also tried a little bit of just deodorant. Eventually, as you'll see here, it started to obstruct the screen. Doesn't smell good. Right, we pulled the screen out to try and get the love straight into it. You ready?
Yep.
Eventually we decided that we didn't think it was cranking over quite fast enough, so we did try chucking a second battery on, which we didn't know the condition of. It's been sitting in the shed for quite a while. Eventually we pulled Shrek up to the front with the engine running and hooked the jumper cables onto that, so we knew we had enough charge. We did hear a noticeable difference in the motor, that it was turning over just that bit quicker. The other thing we did was to remove the MAF sensor and give it a clean with some sensor cleaner. Fuel roll pressure, we had all the sensors reading correctly. There was no sensors not reading. We didn't have a check engine light and there was no fault codes lodged. Obviously, with it being dusted and a bit low on compression, it's a little bit harder challenge to get it to fire, but once it did start, we're actually quite surprised with how well it did idle and run once it was going. Oh, and idling too. That's the look of a proud man. Rightio, we're going to leave this video there. Stay tuned to see the plans for this motor and the plans for this car. Cheers.